Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Let me share with you, mostly good, but let's get into it. So the first one, David Oyelowo, The Rock. Oh yeah, so Naomi Harris, Jennifer Connelly, oh Jared Leto. So here we are. Hello, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. And today I have a video about celebrities that I've met. Which I have met them all on film sets in Vancouver here. And I just want to share with you about my experience meeting these people, whether it was good, whether it was bad. Let me share with you. Mostly good, but let's get into it. So the first one, David Oyelowo. David Oyelowo. Now, I apologize in advance if I butcher any of these names. I myself have a unique name and people butcher it all the time. I'm not trying to butcher these names, but if I do, I apologize in advance. And yeah, so David Oyelowo. I worked with him in, I believe, Harrison, outskirts of Vancouver area, and it was a lot of fun. I remember it was like a restaurant scene, and he was very friendly, very chill, and yeah, he was doing his thing. It was great. It was fun. It was a great set to work on that day, and he was friendly. So yeah, it was great. The Rock. Oh yeah, so that was pretty recent. The Rock, aka Dwayne Johnson, he was shooting a film here in Vancouver in the summer, and it was intense. It was fun. He was really cool. His character was really serious, so he definitely was in character and was serious. But in between takes, he was, cracking smiles and really friendly and just like a nice, encouraging energy, warm energy, cool guy. Yeah, he was cool. It was nice to work. It was nice to work on that film. Ooh, Naomi Harris. I worked with her, remember it was like a day at the studio and it was like photo stills, and she was super friendly, super warm, super just like bubbly and just like cracking a conversation and just like really sweet. And yeah, I just remember her, she was like really just like bubbly, nice and sweet. So yeah, loved working with her. Oh, Tracy Ellis Ross. So Tracy Ellis Ross, I remember working with her, and she was really cool. She was doing her thing. She was friendly, nice and warm energy. And yeah, she was cool. So I liked working with her for sure. Actually, I remember though that day, I actually wasn't having the best day because I had like this toothache, and it's like, I don't remember if I went to Crafty and asked for Tylenol or Advil or anything, but I just remember having this toothache and it was just so painful. It was irritating me slowly. And I think shortly after that, I went and got like a bunch of dental work done and like caught up on all my dental work. So I actually remember that working with her, but I also remember it specifically because of how irritable I felt internally from the tooth pain that I had at the time. But when I look back, I'm glad that I reached that breaking point and went and got my dental work done, because as if you don't know, a lot of people do know, dental health is extremely important. And so yeah, I'm just overall glad that I took care of my dental health. So, Chiwetel Ejiofor. Now, I hope I'm saying that right. I am not sure, but Chiwetel Ejiofor, I would say, is very demure, very mindful, keeps to himself, very respectful. But if you're interacting with him or engaging with him, very friendly, very warm, very, just sweet and nice, and just a vibe, like just a nice person. At least that's my impression, that they're a nice person. Jennifer Connelly. Oh yeah, I remember Jennifer Connelly. She had a very calm energy. She was very much in her zone, doing her thing. It was really cool to see her, but I didn't really interact with her directly. I kind of saw her from like across the room, and I saw her acting and doing her thing, but she seemed really chill. I didn't actually get to speak to her or like get to interact with her, but I was in the same room as her and was at a studio, and she seemed really sweet, and she was doing her thing with acting wise, and it was really cool to see. So yeah. Ooh. Hill Harper. Yeah, so Hill Harper, I remember I worked with him a couple of times actually. And what I'd have to say about Hill is that he was selectively friendly. He said hi to certain people and didn't say hi to other type of people. And, to each their own. But yeah, that was my experience of working with him. Ooh, Tamara Mowry. Tamara Mowry. I believe I worked with her on a Hallmark, and it was either a Hallmark or a Lifetime, but she was very sweet. She was very sweet, very quiet, very demure, very mindful, very, um, very nice and warm energy, not like outgoing and bubbly, more reserved, but also just very friendly and sweet. And so, yeah, definitely enjoyed working on the film that she was the lead on, and it was a great experience. Ooh, Sarah Chalk. Okay, so Sarah Chalk, honestly, one of the most like one of the friendliest actors that I've met on set. So friendly, so outgoing, kind of like Josh Charles, just like striking up a conversation, feeling like you're talking to someone you've already known. And also, we did have like things in common, like with Josh Charles, I was into football, he was into football, and with Sarah, she was from Ottawa, and I'm from Ottawa as well. I live there as well. So we had that in common, and then just both being Canadian and just, having just little things in common, and just, chatting over about it as if we had already known each other. So I just thought that was really cool because, I just met her, and then within 5 seconds we're like, oh yeah, my God, I remember this, that, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. So everybody's pretty friendly, but she was like extra bubbly, extra friendly, and that really stood out to me. So I really did enjoy um, talking with her and conversating with her and meeting her on set. She was really cool, really nice lady. She was a really nice lady. Hilary Swank. Okay, so yeah, I remember Hilary Swank. Um, I remember. I think this was right before she had her twins, and yeah, I just remember she was very petite, which I wasn't expecting her to be that petite. And she was very you know, serious in her character, taking her job very seriously, professional, as they all do, but, you know, just very small nods and, you know, acknowledgments, which is very respectful. But yeah, very nice working on her set. She had a very friendly energy, warm energy, and yeah, it was cool. It was a nice experience for sure. Oh, Steve Carell. If anybody remembers, like 40-Year-Old Virgin, The Office, Steve Carell, I expected him to be funny, and he was funny, and he was cracking jokes on set, and he was just hilarious. And yeah, it was a really cool experience. And yeah, he's funny and he's cool, and he's exactly what you would expect. So yeah, that was cool to work on that show. Oh, Jared Leto. Jared Leto, he was like, I feel like he's like a method actor because he was very serious and focused on his character. And I believe they even told us like don't don't approach him, or don't like go up and start don't go and start conversations with him, which generally we don't usually go and start conversations with anyone. They usually will come to us and start a conversation, but we were specifically told don't go and start a conversation, which means kind of just avoid him. And you know, I didn't really take that any kind of personal way, because maybe he just wants to be focused on his character and he doesn't want distractions. He's just focused on like his lines and his character, which is totally fine. Oh, so yeah, maybe he was just focused on his lines and his character, which is totally fine. And I didn't take that in any kind of way other than just he's probably a method actor and just trying to stay in character. So yeah, that was a fun, actually a fun one to work on. I think it was a film. I think it was a feature film. But yeah, that one was a fun one to work on. Oh, Kim Fields. Kim Fields works with her on like a Hallmark, I believe, and she had this really like big energy. You could tell that she had like a lot of experience on set for just many years. I believe she was a child actor, so I feel like she'd been acting her whole life, and she was just really friendly and warm and like bubbly, and just like her energy could like fill a room, and she was really sweet. So yeah, definitely enjoyed working with her. Ooh, Charlize Theron. So Charlize Theron, that was a recent job, and honestly, that woman is strikingly beautiful, very sweet, very like girl next door vibe, just like so chill, so humble. And even the other like big name actors that were on that set, who I think I already named one of them, I can't remember, but all so humble, no egos, super chill, super fun set, great food, like great crafty. I just had so much fun on that set, and she was really sweet and humble and nice and kind. And yeah, so that was actually a really great experience working on that one. So yeah, enjoyed that one for sure. And I feel like, do I have time to do one more? Maybe I'll just do my outro now. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have met any celebrities, or if you have any comments about the ones I've mentioned, please drop below. Please drop it in the comments below. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And have a wonderful day. Bye. And if you are not already subscribed, please subscribe and have a wonderful day. Okay, thank you. Bye. So I actually just filmed the video, but what had happened was it didn't record because the wire got messed up. So I'm just gonna double check again that it is still recording. So now it is recording. Okay, so all that 15 minutes I just filmed did not film. So I'm going to restart the timer and put these back in here and start all over again because the first time nothing